There you guys go. There's your house back. I'll clean this next weekend.
You move all the stuff back.
Back around, I said. I'm gonna take this apart.
Here.
Mimi, you look like you're in a manic depression episode. What's wrong, my guy? No, you shouldn't be laying in bed like that. Do something with your dough. Watch you guys play cards or have movie night in this room. You just got a new couch.
Hey, give me 1 minute. I'm sharing this stream.
Everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's Hall. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Goodwin. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Kadarius Toney deep for the Giants. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Touchdown! Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, here's Hall. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On 2nd and very short, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. To throw is Stafford. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Stafford hooking up with Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Dancing to his left. That's pulled in by the rookie from Louisville, Tutu Atwell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And some room to maneuver. Woo! And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle. No matter.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get it much further. Taken down on the other side of the 50. Looked good for a second there, but it turns out just to be a missed extra point.
We have seen some exciting returns of blocked extra points. This one doesn't quite get into that level, but it had to be an anxious moment after it was blocked, wasn't it?
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. On the return, here's Hall. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver. Makes a nice grab there for a first down. In his 6th season now, all with the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee.
Stafford on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
7 yards the pickup there. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. The shotgun snap for Stafford. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Steps away. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Stafford. Rolling. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, it's Taylor. That ball caught by Slayton. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Taylor. And this will be incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Oh, he stays out. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Taylor on 1st down. That's caught by Galladay. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Running left, it's Barkley. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gano's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd and inches, Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford steps away to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford looks to throw again. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
From way up at the 23 and out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's brought down by Terrell Burgess.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And just shutting him off there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Taylor. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Again, it's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll bring up a second down. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Three yards remain for second down. To the air again, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
2nd and 5 now. Stafford, touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Here's Taylor. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taken in at the 22. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. It got to them here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Hall.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
in this position, trying to get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
109 yards on the ground for him so far.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.